let's take a look at how to create an H5P interactive video. You'll begin inside of a Canvas assignment, and then you'll click on this little shortcut that will take you to H5P. Now, if you don't see this for any reason, you would just click on the drop down beside the little plug to access your apps and search for H5P there. So we'll click here, and then we'll add content and choose interactive video. From here, you're going to want to know which video you want to add the interactivity to, and you can add one from your drive if you like, or upload one that you have saved on your device. You can also use anything that you can find on YouTube. Go ahead and enter that URL there if you're using a YouTube video like I am. It's also a really great idea to make sure that the videos you are using haven't already violated copyright. All right, once we've selected that URL, go ahead and click Insert. And from there, you're ready to add interactions. That's really where you'd put notes and questions and things like that. So you'll begin playing your video until you get to the point where you would like to stop and ask a question. So we'll let the video play, and you'll notice that you've got the little bar here that will show you the progress. And when you come to a point in the video where you would like to answer or ask a question, all you need to do is click on the little pause button, and then you'll see the different options you have here. You are able to, from this point, add text. So if you want to give students maybe a cue that something in the video coming up is going to be important, you can add text there. You can add links if you would like for them to access additional resources or images. For example, if something's discussed in the video and there's not a helpful image there to show them what the speaker's talking about, you can add that in as an overlay on top of the video. And then you have several different types of questions that you can add as well. Some are very simple to add, and then some require a little bit more thought and practice. So we'll begin with just a simple multiple choice question. Now, I like for the question to appear on the screen and then the video pause, allow the students to answer the question and then move on. And that means also taking that question off of the screen. So when I talk about the display time up here, I generally change it to be the exact same start and end time. And then pause video for the question. Now, there are two options here. You have the button where the video would pause and students would click on the button for the question to appear. But I think a more obvious choice is the poster. And this is where the question actually just automatically appears on the screen. And I think that's probably more helpful for our students. All right, then you can title your question if you want to maybe put it in a question database, but a lot of times I just skip right down and ask the question. And you can also pose a statement if you'd like to as well. And then you can add your different options, and it will kind of scramble it for you so you don't have to worry about determining where you're going to put your correct answer as you're entering them. It gives you just two options, but you can always click Add Option to add in an additional feature or additional option for the students to choose from. Once you've entered, please make sure that you go back and make sure that you've identified the correct answer. That's going to be pretty important. Once this is finished, you'll scroll down and select Done. And then we'll return to our video where we can see that the question pops up on the screen. You can click and drag it to put it into a different position on the screen. And you can also click on the little handlebars here to extend the question so that the students can see all the options and also the check option as well. Once you have it as you like it, you would just press play and find the next point where you want to ask the question. Now, I do want to draw your attention to one important feature, and that's this little star right here. This star will actually end the video and give students the option to submit it. You don't want to ever delete that star because if you do, then the students will never be prompted to submit their work. So that's really important. Make sure that you have that visible, at least within the scope of that video. One other thing I'd like to show you is the behavioral settings. This is where you can choose some different features for the user experience. Now, if you have brought in a video that's extra long and maybe has some content that you don't really need your students to watch, you can enter a start time so the video will automatically start at that point. You can also have the autoplay video feature enabled and also the loop video. Perhaps the one option that I would suggest is the prevent skipping forward in a video. And that allows students to watch the video in its entirety without the ability to skip ahead in the video without watching the content. So that's something I think is pretty important as well. Just determine what settings you need based on what you need for your students and make those selections. And once you've done so, select save. All right. You need to make sure that you have a title for your video, and this will help you search it in the library. And so we'll just add a little title right now to it, but you're going to want to probably be a little bit more descriptive, especially if you create lots of the videos about a certain topic. And then once you've got that finished, all you have to do is select Save and Insert, and H5P will pop that interactive video directly into your Canvas course. And once it's there, you can easily see the little bubbles right here, and this is where you would notice that you have a question. Now, one other thing, once you've gotten that video into your Canvas course, you may realize, oh, I'd like to actually come back and add a few more questions or revise a question. All you have to do is return back to that Canvas assignment and click on the Edit button, and then you'll be taken back to that H5P interactive, and you can do whatever edits and additions you would like.